Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lance now on 1st down.
Forced out to his left.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He'll buy some time right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Lance looking to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. Caught on a slant. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw is Fields. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again is Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lance now on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Lance now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a hold to avoid the contact. On 1st down, it's Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
on 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
Flush to his right, and he wisely would throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lance again.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To try again after the sack. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. But
and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Now Fields.
This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They snap it to Fields.
Flushed out right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Here's Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Steps away.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down. Lance flushed out right.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On first down, Lance steps away to his left.
Able to find Boykin.
A gain of 6 there on first.
On second down, Mostert on an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Back to throw. Lance. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
Just keeping the play alive.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Being chased out left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll head